I have a feeling that you're to blame for your husband's death. This is Melissa Oxley. 5 hours before this footage was recorded, Melissa was living a picture-perfect life with her husband Ben and her 6-year-old stepdaughter Alyssa. The couple had been married for over a year, and Melissa had even adopted Ben's daughter on the day of their wedding. She was the mother Melissa never had. But on February 21st, 2008, things took a disturbing turn for the worse when, at 3:30 a.m., Ben Oxley was found murdered in his bed with a shotgun wound to his head. His wife, Melissa, claims she was asleep next to him, but saw nothing. She was covered in blood and was physically unharmed. The other thing I don't understand is why somebody shoots him. We can't see anything. I was like, I think he's down. Police are convinced she killed her husband. She chooses a random murder. Why don't they take you out? They need you right there. The problem is Melissa is innocent. The plot behind the murder of Ben Oxley would remain a mystery if it wasn't for one clever 6-year-old girl who wasn't asleep that night. Alyssa saw something she should have never seen, and it could save her mother's life. Alyssa, how old are you? 6. I woke up in Fergus Creek at the front door. I just looked out and I saw someone walking in. Do you know who they were? It's 2004, and the town of Minden, Nevada. 32-year-old Ben Oxley is a newly single dad trying to rebuild his life after a somewhat bitter divorce. After gaining shared custody of his daughter Alyssa, he pours his whole heart into raising his 3-year-old. Together they share a special bond like no other father and daughter. He takes Alyssa everywhere, even to a Valentine's Day event where the young father and daughter danced to their favorite song, Butterfly Kiss. He was truly her best friend, and he was the best dad. That's all he cared about was Alyssa. That was his priority, was to take care of her. He drove himself to be the best he could be for Alyssa. Everybody said that he loved me more than anything, and I think it's true. A year later, Ben begins looking for love again. He meets a woman named Melissa, and it seems like almost instantly in their first few conversations, sparks are already flying as they plan to finally meet in person. The single dad even brings Alyssa on their first date as her approval meant the world to him. Our first date, Alyssa was there. Alyssa was like, "Don't talk to my dad." I remember meeting her. I didn't really like her. Melissa, although taken aback by Alyssa's rejection on her first date, isn't upset at all. Rather, she absolutely falls in love with the bright child, finding her childish jealousy adorable. As Ben and Melissa's love blossoms, the three of them start forming a new blended family. It's now September 17th, 2006, almost a year after the young couple started dating, and now they're getting married. And of course, they don't forget to create a special ceremony for the now 4-year-old Alyssa, the little flower girl. During the wedding, Melissa, the bride, bends down to the little girl and gently puts a bracelet on her wrist, engraved with her promise that they will always love each other and be there for each other as family, letting her know that I will always love her as my own. Shortly after the wedding, Ben and Melissa were granted full custody of the little girl, no longer having split custody with Ben's ex-wife Dawn. This brings together the full family, Ben's daughter and Melissa's teenage brother Craig, under one roof. From this day forward, Alyssa has a new stepmother built on love, and with a bright future ahead of them, the new family has no idea that their life will take a most imaginable turn. It's February 21st, 2008, 2 years after the happy wedding. At around 3:30 a.m., the Nevada police station receives a disturbing 911. Call 911 address of your emergency. I'm sleeping. I turned on the light to wake up my husband, and it's really, really bad. On the phone with 911 is Melissa Oxley, the stepmom. Her voice shakes as she tells him she just woke up in bed next to her husband, covered in blood. The operator quickly dispatches police to the scene while continuing questioning. Is he awake? No, he's dead. He's dead. So, you think somebody came in and shot him? Yeah. Where is your husband at? Nut, where's your husband? Lay down, I'm so sorry. Who are you talking to right now? My daughter. Just stay in the bedroom with your daughter, okay? Just 6-year-old Alyssa is in a state of shock as she begs her stepmother to let her see her dad, but Melissa refuses, holding on to the little girl. I want to go see my dad. I want to go see my dad. And I just told her, you can't. You can't go see your dad. Speaker 2, you can't. Suddenly, the stepmother hears noise coming from outside the room. She urgently updates the dispatcher, fearing an intruder might still be in the house. I'm sorry, please, okay, while I'm talking to you, my partner is dispatching units out. Okay, we immediately called Code 3 lights and sirens, driving as fast as we can to get to the scene when police arrive. The front door is wide open. On alert, they approach the empty foyer. Pitch black. All the lights are off and they hear nothing but the eerie silence. I was thinking, am I going to see a deceased person or am I going to encounter someone pointing a gun at me? Police quietly make their way through the house and head to the first bedroom there. As they peek inside, they find a dark figure lying in bed, covered by blankets, not moving. We're yelling, "Sheriff's office! Show us your hands" multiple times and we're getting no response from the subject that's in the bed under the covers.